Thank you all so much for coming out. My name is Nurbana,
My name is Nikhil.
and we are the main student organizers for the event, so we really hope you enjoy it. We have a few housekeeping rules before we start, so we just want to remind you to turn off your cell phones or put them on silent so that we don't distract the performers.
If anyone has young kids, you can just take them back to the lobby if they need a break during the program.
We have bathrooms downstairs on this side of the building, so if you ever need to go, that's where they are.
And then if you also need water, we have water bottles up in the lobby, and there are also water fountains throughout Rockefeller.
And there are Muslim and Hindu prayer rooms downstairs also, and there are signs so you can be directed to them.
So before we begin with the performances, we just wanted to explain a little bit about what this concert is about and why we're having it. We're going to start with the name, A Meeting of Two Seas. This name actually came from a text from the 1600s that was written by a prince of the Mughal Empire named Dara Shikoh. He wrote this treatise in Persian called Majma ul-Bahrain, which was, I think, one of the first works, especially first written works, to really explore the comparisons and contrasts between Islam and Hinduism, specifically Sufi Islam and Vedanta philosophy. So in that spirit of sort of exploring the interactions between these two faiths, we decided to have this concert.
Today, the artistic landscape is being shaped by nationalism in South Asia. So Hindu nationalists in India have tried to erase Muslim influences and present music and dance as solely Hindu. And in Pakistan and Bangladesh, on the other hand, many traditional art forms have been marginalized because they're seen as having too many Hindu culture. In reality, though the history of the arts in South Asia is largely one of Hindu-Muslim collaboration, today, when Hindu-Muslim conflict is unfortunately present still across South Asia, highlighting this is increasingly important.
So in today's program, we'll be featuring dance and music and poetry from all over the subcontinent from a variety of traditions and languages. This is by no means the complete picture of all the different traditions that are out there, but we just wanted to give you a small snapshot.
And throughout the program, we will have a map right there to display where all the different traditions come from, and we'll be starting in the south and going counterclockwise from there.
So thank you again, everyone, for coming out. We hope you enjoy the performances tonight and our reception afterwards.
Okay, without further ado, we'll invite our first performers. For our first performance, we'll start in South India with Carnatic music. The Indian subcontinent is home to two major musical traditions that we now call classical: Hindustani music in the north and Carnatic music in the south. Because it wasn't influenced as much by Persian and Middle Eastern music, Carnatic music is often portrayed as more pure or authentically Indian than Hindustani music. However, that's not really the case. For example, the incorporation of the violin into the Carnatic ensemble is the most prominent way in which British military bands have influenced Carnatic music. In addition, the lyrics of the most celebrated Carnatic composers sometimes include Urdu or Persian words. Carnatic music has a long history of association with Hindu temples and devotion. It puts more emphasis on lyrics than Hindustani music, and most compositions are in praise of Hindu deities. However, our first song was actually composed by Nagor E.M. Hanifa, a Tamil politician and singer who composed a number of Muslim devotional songs. It was set to the Carnatic style by contemporary vocalist T.M. Krishna, who has been working to break down the elitism and orthodoxy surrounding Indian classical music today. Minu has retuned this song to a new raga, and this rendition is being sung publicly for the first time today. So enjoy.
Check. Allahvai naam thozhudhaal, Allahvai naam thozhudhaal, சுகமெல்லாமே ஓடி வரும். Allahvai naam thozhudhaal, சுகமெல்லாமே ஓடி வரும். அந்த வல்லோனை நினைத்திருந்தால் நல்ல வாழ்க்கையும் தேடி வரும். அந்த வல்லோனை நினைத்திருந்தால்
Let's give a round of applause. For our next song, the Telugu poet and saint Annamacharya lived at the great hilltop shrine of Tirupati in 15th century South India. Around his lifetime, some 13,000 of his poems were inscribed on copper plates and stored in a special vault inside the temple, where they remained hidden until the 20th century. He created and popularized a new poetic genre, the padam, that spread throughout South India. Annamacharya was a Hindu poet devoted to his Lord Vishnu. However, the influence of Muslim kingdoms to the north can be seen in the simple Telugu lyrics of his poems, which occasionally incorporated some Urdu and Persian words. This particular song that you'll hear next celebrates religious pluralism and diversity. In Annamacharya's worldview, all forms of divinity worshipped by people are merely different forms of the one Lord, who for him is Vishnu. For him, these differences are not to be expressed, but to be celebrated.
ఎంత మాత్రమున ఎవరు దలచిన ఎంత మాత్రమున ఎవరు దలచిన అంత మాత్రమే నీవు ఎంత మాత్రమున ఎవరు దలచిన అంత మాత్రమే నీవు అంతరాంతరము లెంచి చూడ వీడంటే నిప్పటి అన్నట్లు అంతరాంతరము లెంచి చూడ వీడంటే నిప్పటి అన్నట్లు ఎంత మాత్రమున ఎవరు దలచిన అంత మాత్రమే నీవు కొలుతురు విను వైష్ణవులు కోరిమితో విష్ణుడని పలుకుతురు విను వేదాంతులు పరబ్రహ్మం మనుచు కొలుతురు విను వైష్ణవులు కోరిమితో విష్ణుడని పలుకుతురు విను వేదాంతులు పరబ్రహ్మం మనుచు తలతురు మేము శైవులు తగిన భక్తులను శివుడనుచు తలతురు మేము శైవులు తగిన భక్తులను శివుడనుచు అలరి పొగడుతురు కాపాలికులు ఆది భైరవుడనుచు అలరి పొగడుతురు కాపాలికులు ఆది భైరవుడనుచు ఇంత మాత్రమున ఎవరు దలచిన అంత మాత్రమే నీవు ఇంత మాత్రమున ఎవరు దలచిన అంత మాత్రమే నీవు సరినెన్నుదురు శక్తియులు శక్తి రూపుని వనుచు ధరిషణముల విములాన విధులను తలపుల కొలతుల భజిల్తురు సరినెన్నుదురు శక్తియులు శక్తి రూపుని వనుచు ధరిషణముల విములాన విధులను తలపుల కొలతుల భజిల్తురు సిరుల మముని అల్ప బుద్ధి తలచిన వారికి అల్పం బబుడవు తరిమల మిముని ఘనమని తలచిన ఘనబుద్ధగడు గనుడవు నీ వలన కొరతే లేదు మరి నీరు కొరటి తామరవు ఆవల భాగీరథి తరి బావుల ఆ జలమే ఊరిన ఎట్ల
So now the next performance that we'll have is also in the Carnatic tradition, but it'll be instrumental. We'll be featuring the Nagaswaram, which is a wooden oboe that, along with the taval drum, is an essential part of South Indian temple processions, festivals, and weddings. And together, those two instruments are actually called Mangalavadya, which means auspicious instruments. Despite this association with Hindu temples and Hindu devotional practice, a number of Telugu Muslims and their families have been revered and are still revered as the Nagaswaram's most skilled players. These include both men and women, such as Sheikh Mehboob Subhani, Kalisha B. Mehboob, Sheikh Adam Sahib, and most famously, Sheikh Chinna Maulana. The lyrics of most Carnatic compositions are devotional in nature, as we talked about earlier. But in the past, during temple processions, these Nagaswaram musicians would usually play compositions without lyrics. They excelled in Carnatic music's more improvisational aspects. So to honor this tradition of improvisation, Brent will be playing two alapanas, which is a type of free-form improvisation in two ragas or melodic scales. He will also be accompanied rhythmically on the dhol by Bardi. In Carnatic music, there are two main kinds of ragas. There are Melakarta ragas and Rakti ragas. The first raga that Brent will play is an example of the first, and these types of ragas are very easily defined by an ascending and descending scale, and they're seen as very technically challenging, but also sort of artificial. And then the second type of raga is a Rakti raga, and those ragas are much older. They're defined more by their signature phrases rather than just the scale, and they're seen as very much organic and emotional in effect. So Brent will be playing two ragas, Shubha Pantuvarali and Kambhoji.
Okay, now we're moving north, away from South India and towards the eastern region of Bengal, which encompasses Bangladesh and the Indian state of West Bengal. The arts and music of Bengal exemplify the fusion of Hindu and Muslim ideas, and this is most apparent in the music of the Bauls. Bauls are mystic minstrels who are known for their rejection of caste, orthodoxy, and religious discrimination, and they can be seen as both a religious sect and a musical tradition. They have often faced persecution from both Orthodox Hindu and Muslim groups for their heterodox beliefs and practices. Their origins are unknown, but they incorporate elements of Sufi Islam, Vaishnavism, and Buddhism into their songs and practice. The first song today was composed by Nakul Kumar Biswas, a popular Bangladeshi folk singer. Although simple in tone, this song highlights the South Asian tradition of criticizing and speculating on the nature of authority and eternal truths in order to seek a deeper meaning. The second song is a composition of Lalun, a prominent 19th century Bengali mystic songwriter and social reformer who is regarded as the greatest example of the Baul tradition. Lalun's exposition of class, dogma, and humanistic devotion continues to draw the attention of many notable figures worldwide, and his poetry and music is honored by Hindus and Muslims across both Bengals.
চাতক বাঁচে কেমনে মেঘের বরিশন দিনে তুমি দাতার শিরোমণি আমি চাতক অভাগিনী অন্য আশা নাহি জানি লালন তাই ভনে মেঘের বরিশন বিনে চাতক বাঁচে কেমনে বরিশন বিনে চাতক বাঁচে কেমনে বরিশন বিনে কোথায় হেন জলধর চাতকি মনে কোথায় হেন জলধর চাতকি মনে ও নামে কলঙ্ক তোমার রাখলেন ভুবনে বরিশন চাতক বাঁচে কেমনে চাতক মহলে যাবে জানা ও নামে গৌরব রবে না চাতক মহলে যাবে জানা ও নামে গৌরব রবে না জল দিয়ে করো সান্ত্বনা রাখো চরণে চাতক বাঁচে কেমনে তুমি দাতার শিরোমণি আমি চাতক কলঙ্কিনী তুমি দাতার শিরোমণি আমি চাতক অভাগিনী অন্য আশা নাহি জানি লালন তাই ভনে মেঘে বরিশন বিনে চাতক বাঁচে কেমনে মেঘে বরিশন বিনে বরিশন বিনে বরিশন বিনে তুমি আল্লাহ নাকি গড ভগবান, কোন নামে করি আহ্বান, কোন সুরে তোমার গুণ গাই, দয়া করে বলো না জগৎ সাই, দয়া করে বলো না জগৎ সাই। আল্লাহ নাকি গড ভগবান, কোন নামে করি আহ্বান, কোন সুরে তোমার গুণ গাই, দয়া করে বলো একবার জগৎ সাই, দয়া করে বলো একবার জগৎ সাই। গীতার পাতায় লেখা দেখি তোমার নামটি ভগবান, আবার অপর নামটি আল্লাহ মালিক বলেছেন কুরআন। গড ভিন্ন সবই ভ্রান্ত, বাইবেল দিল এই সিদ্ধান্ত। গড ভিন্ন সবই ভ্রান্ত, বাইবেল দিল এই সিদ্ধান্ত। কেমন হে বিশ্বকান্ত, আমি তোমার কাছে যাই, দয়া করে বলো একবার জগৎ সাই, দয়া করে বলো একবার জগৎ সাই। তুমি আল্লাহ নাকি গড ভগবান, কোন নামে করি আহ্বান, কোন সুরে তোমার গুণ গাই, দয়া করে বলো একবার জগৎ সাই, দয়া করে বলো একবার জগৎ সাই। আমি তুচ্ছ করলাম প্রীতির কথা, অমান্য করলাম কোরআন, আমি মানি না বাইবেলের বাণী, শুনি নাই বেদের বিধান। আমি তুচ্ছ করলাম প্রীতির কথা, অমান্য করলাম কোরআন, আমি মানি না বাইবেলের বাণী, শুনি নাই বেদের বিধান। নবীজিকে যদি মানি, শ্রীকৃষ্ণ হয় যে অপমানী। নবীজিকে যদি মানি, কৃষ্ণ হয় যে অপমানী। আবার বুদ্ধদেবের শুদ্ধ বাণী করে দেই হৃদয়ের ঠাই, দয়া করে বলো একবার জগৎ সাই, দয়া করে বলো একবার জগৎ সাই। তুমি আল্লাহ নাকি গড ভগবান, কোন নামে করি সুরে তোমার গুণ গাই দয়া করে বলো একবার জগৎ সাই দয়া করে বলো একবার জগৎ সাই ইসলাম বলে আল্লাহর নামে কোরআন উদ্ধার দুম্বা উদ্দা কুরবানি আবার জীব হত্যা মহাপাপ শুনেছি বুদ্ধের বাণী গীতার পাতায় যাহা আরাম কোরআনে তা বলছে হারাম গীতার পাতায় যাহা আরাম কোরআনে তা বলছে হারাম আমি দ্বন্দ্ব ভুগে অন্ধ হলাম বকুলে তোমারে কয় দয়া করে বলো জগৎ সাই দয়া করে বলো জগৎ সাই তুমি আল্লাহ নাকি গড ভগবান কোন নামে করিয়া হবান কোন সুরে তোমার গুণ গাই দয়া করে বলো জগৎ সাই দয়া করে বলো জগৎ সাই দয়া করে বলো একবার জগৎ সাই
For our next act, we'll move from Bengal into North India and have our first dance performance of the night. Kathak is called the classical dance of North India, and it's a dance style that draws upon many different traditions. The roots of Kathak dance reach back to about the 13th century in North India with the communities of wandering artists who sang, danced, acted, and told stories from folk traditions and Hindu mythology. With the advent of the Mughal Empire in North India, Persian musicians and dancers introduced new influences, such as dances that were performed to songs and using gestures with a veil. The expressive dances and songs of female courtesans, the repertoire of male percussionists, and various North Indian theater and storytelling traditions were fused together to become what we now know as Kathak dance. So now Elora, Megha, and Shreya will be performing to a song from a Bollywood movie called Chilman Utegi Nahi, meaning the curtain will not rise.
Jai
The ghazal is a poetic form with roots in pre-Islamic Arabia. It gained prominence in the 13th and 14th centuries thanks to Persian poets such as Rumi and Hafiz, and spread into South Asia around the same time through the influence of Sufi mystics and the courts of the newly established Islamic sultanates in Delhi and elsewhere. Ghazals are written from the point of view of the unrequited lover, whose beloved is portrayed as unattainable. Most often, either the beloved has not returned a poet's love, returns it without sincerity, or the societal circumstances do not allow it. The lover is aware and resigned to this fate, but continues loving nonetheless. The lyrical impetus of the poem derives from this tension. In a Sufi context, the beloved represents God, and the friend usually is a metaphor for the Prophet, peace be upon him. Although the ghazal is most prominently a form of Persian or Urdu poetry, they have been written in many other South Asian languages. This particular ghazal was composed by the poet Shabih Abbas and was popularized by the legendary film singer Asha Bhosle.
चलन है और मैं हूँ सलोना सा सजन है और मैं हूँ सलोना सा सजन है और मैं हूँ पिया के सामने घूंघट उठा दे पिया के सामने घूंघट उठा दे बड़ी चंचल पवन है और मैं हूँ सलोना सा सजन है और मैं हूँ सलोना सा सजन है और मैं हूँ रचेगी जब मेरे हाथों में मेहंदी रचेगी जब मेरे हाथों में मेहंदी उसी दिन की लगन है और मैं हूँ सलोना सा सजन है और मैं हूँ सलोना सा सजन है और मैं हूँ जिया मेरी एक अगन है और मैं हूँ सलोना सा सजन है और मैं हूँ सलोना सा सजन है और मैं हूँ और मैं
Now we're going to move further west in South Asia to Punjab. The next song is a shabad. That means it's a set of verses from the Holy Scripture of Sikhism, the Guru Granth Sahib, that are set to music. These specific verses are believed to have been composed by Guru Arjan Dev, the fifth of the 10 Sikh Gurus. So we have Koi Bole Ram Ram first, and then following that, we'll be featuring a qawwali song. Qawwali is a form of Sufi devotional music that is popular throughout North India, Pakistan, and Bangladesh. It's a musical tradition that stretches back over 700 years back to the Sufi saint of Delhi, Amir Khusro, who was a poet, musician, and scholar who's credited with the invention of many different instruments and genres, including qawwali, khayal, tarana, and the instruments tabla and sitar. So a very prolific individual. This poem is a particularly interesting composition of his. It alternates every few lines between Persian and Old Hindi or Hindvi. So this sort of embodies the cultural fusion that characterizes Indian Sufism. And as much as we're honoring the historical roots of these traditions, we're also honoring how they're evolving. So the qawwali is usually performed by only men, but today we have an all-female performance of qawwali. So enjoy.
कोई बोले राम Zehaal-e miskeen makun lagafun buraye nena banaye batiya Zehaal-e miskeen makun lagafun buraye nena banaye batiya Zehaal-e miskeen makun lagafun buraye nena banaye batiya किताबे हिजरान लार भेजा किताबे हिजरान लार भेजा नले होगा है लगाए छतिया यकाय गस्तिल दो चश्मे जादू बसत परे बम बबूद तसकी किसे बड़ी है जो जा सुनावे किसे बड़ी है जो जा सुनावे यार पी को हमारी बतिया जोशम में सोजन जोजर है रंग हमेशा गिरिया में इश्क आने ना नींद देना ना अंग चैना ना नींद देना ना ही 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 अंग चैना ना नींद देना ना कुसरा दरिया प्रेम का उल्टी वाकीदार जो उतरा सो डूब गया जो डूबा सो पार नाही अंग चैना ना नींद देना 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 गुजरा भाजी प्रेम की बेन के लुन पीके संग जीत गाई तो मोरे हरी पीके संग गम पदनि सा म पदनि सजी पनि रे गबरी सा नाही अंग चैना ना नींद देना 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 नाई रे माला जो हमको पार उतार हाथ का देऊंगी मांदरा गाल का देऊंगी नाही अंग चैना ना नींद देना नाही अंग चैना
The Urdu language, with a vocabulary that comes from both Sanskrit-derived Indian languages and Arabic and Persian, is a reflection of the cultural synthesis that occurred in medieval North India. Although Urdu is now largely associated with Muslims in South Asia, a large number of Hindu poets and writers have contributed to the vast sea of Urdu literature. In many cases, Urdu poets have intentionally blurred the boundaries between Muslim and Hindu in their writings. Hamza will now be presenting a selection of Urdu poems which encapsulate this fusion.
Thank you. Good evening, everyone. Today I'll be reciting a few short Urdu poems from the early 20th century with English translation. The first poem is by Maulana Hasrat Mohani, an Indian freedom fighter and poet who lived from 1875 to 1951. He was famous for some of his poems dedicated to Krishna, one of which I will read now. आँखों में नूरे जलवाए बेकैफ व कम है ख़ास आँखों में नूरे जलवाए बेकैफ व कम है ख़ास जब से नज़र पे उनकी निगाह करम है ख़ास कुछ हमको भी अता हो कि ए हज़रत कृष्ण कुछ हमको भी अता हो कि ए हज़रत कृष्ण इक़लीम इश्क आपके ज़ेर क़दम है ख़ास हसरत की भी कबूल हो माथुरा में हाज़िरी हसरत की भी कबूल हो माथुरा में हाज़िरी सुनते हैं आशिकों पे तुम्हारा करम है ख़ास My eyes have been lit with a boundless, unending vision ever since he cast upon me a special benevolent gaze. Grant something to me as well, O revered Krishna, for under your feet lies the entire realm of love. Let Hasrat's attendance at Mathura also be accepted, for I hear you are especially kind to lovers. The next poem that I will read is by Chak Bast Brij Narayan, a famous Hindu poet of Urdu who lived from the years 1882 to 1926. And this poem was actually quoted by the revolutionary Bhagat Singh in a letter that he wrote while he was imprisoned. उन्हें ये फिक्र है हर दम नई तर्ज़े जफ़ा क्या है उन्हें ये फिक्र है हर दम नई तर्ज़े जफ़ा क्या है हमें ये शौक़ है देखें सितम की इंतहा क्या है गुनाहगारों में शामिल हैं गुनाहों से नहीं वाकिफ़ गुनाहगारों में शामिल हैं गुनाहों से नहीं वाकिफ़ सज़ा को जानते हैं हम खुदा जाने ख़ता क्या है ये रंगे बेकसी रंगे जुनू बन जाएगा गाफिल ये रंगे बेकसी रंगे जुनू बन जाएगा गाफिल समझ ले यासो हिरमा कि मरज़ की इंतहा क्या है। नया बिस्मिल हूँ मैं, वाकिफ़ नहीं रस्म शहादत से। नया बिस्मिल हूँ मैं, वाकिफ़ नहीं रस्म शहादत से। बता दे तू ही ए ज़ालिम, तड़पने की अदा क्या है। चमकता है शहीदों का लहू पर्दे में कुदरत के। चमकता है शहीदों का लहू पर्दे में कुदरत के। शफ़क़ का हुस्न क्या है, शोखी रंगे हिना क्या है। She wonders at every moment, what is a new manner of cruelty? And I desire to see what the limit of oppression I can bear is. I am among the sinners, but I am not acquainted with my sins. I am aware of the punishment, but God knows what the sin was. This color of helplessness will become the color of passion, O ignorant one. Now understand what the limit of the malady of despair and disappointment is. I am a new sacrificial lamb, unfamiliar with the tradition of martyrdom. You tell me, O cruel one, the manners of writhing. The blood of martyrs shines in the veil and curtain of creation. What beauty is in the evening twilight, what mischief in the color of henna. Thank you.
So for our final performance, we'll complete our journey through South Asia by ending in Bombay and back in the South with a medley of songs from Hindi and Tamil cinema. The performers are Leela, a group of 3 performers formed in 2016 with Akash Dikshit, Anaga Sundararajan, and Bindu Paruri, with the aim of creating cross-disciplinary work that paid homage to and questioned classical Indian performance traditions. This dance and music medley features Indian film songs spanning the decades. Each of them are strongly influenced by qawwali and other Muslim musical traditions. These songs come from different movies that all play at the theme of love across the boundaries of geography, religion, and class. After all, if there's one thing that unites South Asians of all religions at the box office and popular culture, it's the theme of forbidden love.
Thank you again to Nikhil and Noorbanu for putting together such a stunning night of performance. A huge round of applause for them. And a special shout out to Akash Dikshit, who's been tirelessly performing his way through the entire night. This medley of songs kind of swings back and forth between extraordinarily earnest and kind of tongue-in-cheek, just because of how earnest they are. But that said, every single song in this medley and every single movie that they come from all made me sob as a child and all continue to affect me very deeply now. So I implore you all to check out these movies on your own time. Dha ghe ghe dha ghe ghe dha dhage ke dakai dha dhagen dhan dha ta kida taga ta karta धीम त धीम तक धीम तक 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 ता तिरकिट तक ता तधित तधा धिन तरान तातै कट तधा तिरकिट तक धान धान धा धा तिरकिट तक धान धान धा धा तिरकिट तक धान धान धा धा तिरकिट तक ता तधित तधा घिन तरान तातै कट तधा तिरकिट तक धान धान धा धा तिरकिट तक धान धान धा धा तिरकिट तक धान धान धा धा तिरकिट तक ता तधित तधा घिन तरान तातै कट तधा तिरकिट तक धान धान धा धा तिरकिट तक धान धान धा धा तिरकिट तक धान धान धा धा इंसान किसी से दुनिया में एक बार मोहब्बत करता है इस दर्द को लेकर जीता है इस दर्द को लेकर मरता है जब प्यार किया तो डरना क्या जब प्यार किया तो डरना क्या प्यार किया कोई चोरी नहीं की प्यार किया कोई चोरी नहीं की छुप छुप आहे भरना क्या जब प्यार किया तो डरना क्या जब प्यार किया तो डरना क्या प्यार किया कोई चोरी नहीं की छुप छुप आहे भरना क्या जब प्यार किया तो डरना क्या जब प्यार किया तो डरना क्या छुप न सकेगा इश्क हमारा चारों तरफ है उनका नजारा ओ पर्दा नहीं जब कोई खुदा से हो पर्दा नहीं जब कोई खुदा से बंदों से पर्दा करना क्या जब प्यार किया तो डरना क्या जब प्यार किया तो डरना क्या ओ इश्क में जीना इश्क में मरना हाँ इश्क में जीना इश्क में मरना और हमें अब करना क्या जब प्यार किया तो डरना क्या जब प्यार किया तो डरना क्या ओ प्यार किया कोई चोरी नहीं की छुप छुप आहे भरना क्या जब प्यार किया तो डरना 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 क्या गुमसब गुमपचक sala 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 sole kiriche sila 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 sakkari nilave mariya matiche mamanara ratri vanda madiyala kattikka mama sonna sangaviyella manasila vechikka mamandana ratri vanda madiyala kattikka mama sonna sangaviyella manasila vechikka kannalane எனது கண்ணை நேற்றோடு காணவில்லை என் கண்களை பணித்துக் கொண்டும் ஏன் இன்னும் பேசவில்லை ஆனாலும் ஒரு செய்தி அறியாமலே அலைப்பாயும் சிறு பேதை நானோ உன் பேரும் என் பேரும் தெரியாமலே உள்ளங்கள் இடமாறும் ஏனோ வாய் பேசவே வாய்ப்பில்லையே வழி தீர வழி என்னவோ கண்ணாலனே எனது கண்ணை நேற்றோடு காணவில்லை என் கண்களை பணித்துக் கொண்டும் ஏன் இன்னும் பேசவில்லை ஓ ஆனாலும் அலைப்பாயும் சிறுபேதை நானோ உன் பேரும் என் பேரும் தெரியாமலே உள்ளங்கள் இடமாறும் ஏனோ வாய் பேசவே வாய்ப்பில்லையே வழி தீர வழி என்னவோ கமபமப கமபமனி சனி பனி சனி பமபக சகமபகமனி பகரே சகமபகமபனி பபனி ச நினி ச நினி சகரி ச நினி சகரி ச நினி சகரி 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 ச நி சனி பமபக சகமபகமனி பகரே आओ निसयोरल देयो निवधाई आओ निसयोरल देयो निवधाई मैं मर पाया सोना माही घर याल देयो निकालनी मेरा पिया घर आया ओ लालनी 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 मेरा पिया घर आया सन्नो अल्लाह मिलाया हो 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 होया फजल कमाल ने मेरा पिया घर आया ओ लालनी 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 हो लाया बारात लाया घुंघटा उठाने आया अपने बनाने आया वो चंदा भी साथ लाया तारी भी साथ लाया पागल बनाने आया वो मेरा पिया घर आया ओ राम जी मेरा पिया घर आया ओ राम जी मेरा पिया घर आया ओ लालनी मेरा पिया घर आया ओ राम जी ख्वाजा जी ख्वाजा ख्वाजा जी ख्वाजा जी या गरीब नवाज या गरीब नवाज या गरीब नवाज या मोइनुद्दीन या ख्वाजा जी 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 ख्वाजा मेरे ख्वाजा दिल में समा जा शाहों का शाह तू अली का दुलारा ख्वाजा मेरे ख्वाजा दिल में समा जा ओ शाहों का शाह तू अली का दुलारा ओ ख्वाजा मेरे ख्वाजा दिल में समा जा ख्वाजा मेरे ख्वाजा तकदीर तूने है सवारी हो बेकासों की तकदीर तूने है सवारी 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 ख्वाजा मेरे ख्वाजा दिल में समा जा हो शाहों का शतू अली का दुलारा ओ ख्वाजा मेरे ख्वाजा निसा कसा निसा कसा निसा कसा निसा कसा दिल में समा जा ओ शाहों का शतू अली का दुलारा ओ ख्वाजा जी 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 मेरे ख्वाबों के गुलिस्तां में तुमसे ही तो बहार छाई है फूलों में रंग मेरे थे लेकिन इनमें खुशबू तुम ही से आई है मेरा पिया घर आया ओ राम जी मेरा पिया घर आया ओ राम जी मेरा पिया घर आया ओ लालनी मेरा पिया घर आया ओ लालनी मेरा पिया घर आया मेरा पिया घर आया मेरा पिया घर आया ओ लालनी मेरा पिया घर आया ओ राम जी मेरा पिया घर आया ओ लालनी मेरा पिया घर आया ओ राम जी
Thank you everyone again for coming. We really hope you enjoyed it. That is good. That's a lot of people. We want to give our thanks, and we want to start with our organizations, the Muslim Student Association and the Hindu Sangam. So our presidents are going to give brief remarks, if they could come.
We have Nainika from the Hindu Student Sangam and Allah from Muslim Student Association.
Hi everyone, my name is Nainika Challa and I'm the president of the Hindu Student Sangam. So I wanted to take a moment and say thank you to Nikhil for organizing this amazing event and for coming up with this idea. And Nurbanu too. When Nikhil first proposed this idea, it was met with immediately very positive reactions from everyone involved. As you can see, the Muslim Student Association and the Hindu Student Sangam have worked tirelessly to bring this event to you. The Spiritual Life Office was very helpful. It's just been a great experience overall. I think seeing two groups, Hindus and Muslims, who have been so historically opposed, and see them come together, it really gives you a sense of inner peace and happiness for the future. It's very, very gratifying to see. I really hope that moving forward we see many, many more collaborations between the Hindu Student Sangam and the Muslim Student Association. So SGFC, keep funding us, and thank you guys for a great concert.
Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. May peace and the blessings of mercy of God be with you. Let's just give another round of applause for all these beautiful performers on stage and the organizers. Yeah. My name is Adat Tina, and I'm president of the Muslim Student Association here at the University of Chicago. And I just feel so privileged to be in honor of such a great company tonight. It's such a beautiful event. And it reminds me of a verse in the Quran where God says, "O mankind, we have made you into nations and tribes so that you may know one another. Verily, he who is the most honored in the sight of God is the most righteous of you." And for over 25 years, our organization has supported Muslim students spiritually in all of their endeavors. And in addition to that goal and in support of that goal, we have sought to create an inclusive environment for anyone and for everyone on campus, and to sort of foster these sorts of relationships. And so this event, this beautiful celebration of the joint contributions of Hindus and Muslims to South Asian art, is really spectacular, and it is just a small testament to what harmony and collaboration can really accomplish. So I want to thank all of you for joining us tonight and to help us celebrate such a beautiful culture and long artistic tradition. So thank you.
So we have way more people to thank, though, so just bear with us here.
Okay, well, as Nanika mentioned, this started as a mere idea back in November, so we want to thank the Spiritual Life Office, Rockefeller Chapel, the Department of Music, the South Asian Students Association, the Committee on Southern Asian Studies, and student government for helping make this event possible.
We also want to thank Hindu Sangam's religious advisor, Swami Ishatmananda, for coming all the way to this concert, all the way from the suburbs. So could we just get another round of applause for him? And then some more people to thank. We want to thank Jigna Shah, the Director of Spiritual Life at UChicago, for all our support making this idea come to life. We want to thank Eden, who is probably back in the sound booth, for all of her work over the past week, making sure this goes smoothly. Yeah, let's give her a round of applause. Thank you.
We want to thank Kieran for taking beautiful photos of tonight, and John for the video that'll come out. We'll post it on the event page. We want to thank all our volunteers on stage who made all the transitions very smooth. And obviously, thank you to our performers for an amazing, amazing night. And all of you for coming out. This is great to see all of you. We were kind of just like, what's going to happen? But it's really great to see all of you come out here today. And
I just want to thank Nur Banu for being an amazing partner in helping me make this idea come to life. Without her, this would probably just have been like another idea. But this is actually real, and it's kind of hard to believe, but it's great.
The idea came out of Nikhil, so I want to thank him for the his passion and enthusiasm and like never-ending kind of excitement about this. When he came to me, I was just really psyched, and it has been the same all throughout. So it's like really dream come true for us to see all of you out here. So thank you again. We have some last-minute kind of announcements. For Muslims who want to pray Maghrib prayer, we'll be leading congregation downstairs. You can go there. And food has been set up back in the lobby. We have only one meat dish? Yes. One meat dish. It's halal, so you can eat, and the others are vegetarian. And there will be people. Yeah.
So in order to direct all the traffic, because we have a lot of people here, the way dinner is going to work is it's all set up, like Nurbanu said, in the lobby of the entrance here. So we're going to start by making a line on this my left side of Rockefeller, going through the lobby and coming back on this other aisle. So should we start with that? So if you want to just start making an orderly sort of fashion. We have enough food for everyone, we promise.
And there will be someone serving you the food.
Yes.
So.
Thank you again for all coming tonight. You did it. I know.